Okay, guys, things are getting scary here as America's literally waiting on pins and needles to see what is going to happen. Take a look here. Yesterday, a bomb threat disrupted a New York court where Trump case is being heard. And they're also arming up to 700 additional officers in case of riots, protests, and who knows what may happen in case Trump is indicted and arrested. Yeah, you can see here the bomb threat was called into a lower Manhattan court here yesterday, just before the judge was set to hear a $250 million lawsuit against former President Donald Trump. The threat was investigated by police and the courthouse was closed and searched, with authorities finding that the threat was unfounded, according to the court spokesman, and confirmed to the news station Bloomberg. This is a civil lawsuit, this one, brought against Trump by the New York Attorney General Letitia James. Okay, remember that there's also the other one that could bring criminal charges against Trump as well. Alleges this the civil lawsuit alleges that Trump, his company, and family inflated the value of their real estate assets. That was filed back in September. Trump publicly attacked James on social media yesterday following the news bomb threat, saying that Congress should investigate the New York Attorney General and blasted the lawsuit as, quote, completely bogus. Here's what Donald Trump said on his Truth Social website. This is his actual website. He said, while Congress is at it, they should look at the corrupt Attorney General of New York State, Letitia James, who got solely elected on a, quote, I will get Trump platform without knowing anything about me. This is what Trump is saying. She then brought a completely bogus lawsuit, which is presided over by a attorney general picked Trump-hating judge, a political hack whose court this case should not be in. It should be in the commercial division, but he wouldn't let it go, is pushing it hard, and knows exactly what he wants to do. Meanwhile, the grand jury could vote on criminal charges here later today. Take a listen.
So, Hugo, let's game this out a little bit. The grand jury in Manhattan is meeting this afternoon again. What do we expect to see? How soon might there be an indictment? What are you hearing downtown?
Yeah, so the way this is going to work is the grand jury convenes. At some point, they will take a vote on an indictment. If it returns an indictment, then the DA's office is going to call Trump's lawyers. Trump's lawyers then end up calling the campaign. They're going to call Susie Wiles, from what we understand, the chief of that campaign, and they will convene a conference call to figure out what comes next, and specifically what the lawyers need to do, because what the lawyers want to do is to arrange a voluntary surrender for Trump. They don't want Trump to go in person with his hands behind his back in handcuffs. They think that's a terrible idea. I think it remains to be seen whether Trump's will wins out. It sometimes does and it sometimes doesn't. But that's when we would learn about an indictment becoming public, unless Trump reveals it himself and leaks it, which he has done previously. With Mar-a-Lago, he likes to say that there's leaks across the Justice Department. It's not true. The reason why we learned about the Mar-a-Lago search was because he tweeted it.
Right. And if he hears he's indicted, we know there'll be a Truth Social post, undoubtedly. I suspect we'll see you tomorrow or sometime very soon as we continue to cover this.
Also, in another case, special counsel believes that Trump intentionally misled his own lawyers about the classified documents. Trump's got a lot of legal challenges going on here. And it's now come out here that a federal judge ruled that the special counsel Jack Smith's office presented compelling preliminary evidence showing that former President Donald Trump intentionally misled his own lawyers about classified documents he possessed after leaving the White House. In a sealed filing, Judge Beryl Howell, who stepped down as the D.C. District Court's chief judge on Friday, wrote the prosecutors in Smith's office had made a prima facie showing that the former president had committed criminal violation, sources told ABC News on Tuesday. Howell agreed with prosecutors that there was, quote, sufficient evidence that Trump, who's 76 years old, intentionally concealed the existence of classified materials from his lawyers, which put the attorneys in a position to deceive the government that they would not have known about, according to the news outlet, citing sources familiar with the filing. Yeah, so you guys can let me know your thoughts here on this. It does seem like he's for sure definitely in a lot of legal battles, no doubt. But the biggest one, at least right now, is the criminal charges over the Stormy Daniels case. If you've been noticing gas prices starting to come down, yes, they are starting to come down. And this is because oil prices have fallen here pretty considerably. Of course, they vary here by the day, but you can see here oil prices are pretty low. WTI crude and Brent crude, well, WTI crude about $70 a barrel, which is pretty low. Brent crude $75 a barrel, and natural gas down to $2.20 or $2.2 a unit, which is very low. It was $8 to $9 a unit just a few months ago. And again, natural gas especially can wildly trigger or fluctuate here just on a moment's notice, literally in a matter of a few weeks. But it is a very good trend to see these. And again, you see these green symbols. This is literally just in the last hour or minutes. So don't really look at the green or the red per se here, because that's just what's happened here in the last few minutes or few hours. Just look at the numbers here, because remember here, the high of this was like in 140, like a year ago, last June, I think it was. So in comparison, it's half of what it was a year ago. Now, why gas prices aren't half? Well, I mean, they're not quite half, but remember the national average a year ago, last June, was $5.05 or $5.01 here on June 14th, and diesel was $5.81 here on June 19th. So literally, this is from AAA right there. So we're not quite half, so we'd have to be at 250. We're at 340. So yeah, it would be nice to be, about 60, 70 cents less there. But remember there is taxes there from the government and the states and stuff in there as well. And the gas companies are going to charge us as much as they can. But it is nice to see this. And remember that this oil prices just kind of started to go down here. So hopefully we see this continue to trend down. And diesel, you can see here, diesel's gone down 6 cents here in the last week. Gas just starting to go down here in the last week here. But it is nice to see this trend. But more importantly, is nice to see oil prices tumbling. Worst case, or maybe in our case, best case. This is kind of an investor's place here. But best case for consumers and people that buy gas and diesel and food prices, $40 a barrel would be among the lowest we have ever seen in modern recent times here. So really good news there. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments, and let me know what gas prices are in your area, and have you started to see them come down? Remember, you know how gas companies are. When oil prices go up, they raise prices immediately, like literally that day. But when they go down, they take their good old sweet time lowering the prices. It's literally borderline criminal. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments, and I will keep you up to date here. If you haven't yet, make sure to click the subscribe button, then the bell icon so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a lot better than the price of gas. It's completely free. And if you appreciate these videos, don't forget to smash the like button for us and share these videos. Here's some videos you should watch next. Here's a major meeting of what the Fed is going to do with the United States. Very good video here to watch. And here's what just happened between China and Russia. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.